Hi guys, Ange from Frugal here, and today I'm here to talk to you about the 3 things that you have to do before you even start getting out of debt. Debt's a downer. If you're one of the 80% of Americans that's in debt, like myself and my husband, that's right, we are guilty as charged. We are in debt up to our eyeballs with student loans, with a mortgage, with car payments, credit cards. Gosh, it's tough. It's hard, it's tough, it's a rough road. But I'm so proud of you guys for clicking on this video because I think a lot of people are just like, debt's a part of life. Don't know what to do. I'm gonna die in debt. No, that's not a good attitude to have at all, at all. Anyway, I'm not even getting into my 3 things yet. I'm already like preaching. I'm a preaching. We're part of it too, my husband and I. I mean, that's what this whole channel is about, is us trying to get more out of life by spending less. We made a lot of bad decisions in our 20s, several bad decisions in our early 30s, and with our 40s approaching, we have made the decision to finally really tackle hence the jersey. It is a conversation that I know is very uncomfortable for a lot of couples, a lot of households to have. And quite frankly, it's kind of one of those like shaming things that you're like, I don't even want to tell my friends or family members that I'm in debt. It sucks. It sucks, and it's filled with anxiety. It doesn't feel good to owe a bunch of people money. It really, really sucks. So basically this whole channel is just about us trying to kind of climb our way out of debt, which sucks because I hate cardio. Thank you so much for stopping by, and this is kind of the first video we're doing on the topic of getting out of debt, so thank you so much for watching. Before you even start getting out of debt, there's 3 things that you have to do. And my husband and I have finally done them, and so we're sharing them with you. Step number 1, know what you owe and who you owe it to. I think that it is huge to know exactly how much debt you have, who you owe it to, and list it out from the smallest to the largest. I know Dave Ramsey has talked about it a lot. I'm a huge advocate of his program, but he doesn't pay me though, just so you know, not paid. So basically this step sucks. It just sucks because you actually have to know the truth. You have to face the truth. Oh God, you have to face the truth. And you have to, you know, any bill you have, open it up and go, I guess I'm gonna list this out. And what we did, and you can see in the Google Doc that I'm gonna show here. So in the Google Doc is I actually went through and I listed out our debt from smallest to largest, what the bill was, and the exact dollar amount. I actually went to the banks. There was a few of them, especially with our car loans, because I couldn't find the exact amount. And I was like, what's our car debt? And the lady was so funny because she was like, oh, well, are you planning on paying it off soon? And I was like, yeah, no, we're not planning on paying it off anytime soon. I created a Google Doc and I shared it with my husband. So he also knows what we owe and who we owe it to, because I know every once in a while it's like, how much do we owe on that bill? And I can say, hey dude, I shared it with you via Google spreadsheet doc. So because we both have Gmail, so, and that is nice because I think that when you are a couple and you're sharing money, it can be very easy to start hiding finances, and you don't want to do that. So if you look at the Google Doc, so we have the computer, we have the hospital bill, we have tires for my husband's Charger / AKA family car. That's a whole other blog that we'll talk about at another day. That's something couples therapy. He calls the Charger a family car. I say he just wanted a Charger, but whatever. I just think the last thing that you see when you see a Charger is a family car. It's not a family car. It's a Charger, okay? Anyway, my husband out. And then our bedroom set, we financed. We have an Amazon bill, who doesn't? Credit card bill on top of the Amazon bill, which is also a credit card. I guess it could be just one bill, but it's 2 separate bills. We have my husband's student loan. My student loan, thankfully, is just paid off. So luckily we just have 1 student loan now. We have the Jeep, we have the Charger / family car, and then we have our mortgage, and then we have the total. I will say, and I think my husband's okay with saying this, that our grand total is 6 figures. You know, it's including our mortgage payment, it's including the 2 cars, the student loans. I think that's pretty accurate assessment of where we're at, but it makes me sick. It makes me sick, especially the credit card bills. Because at least with the cars, I'm like, we get use out of that. At least with my cars, it's transportation, mortgage, it's a roof over our heads. It's something that we can sell down the road that we'll get money back. But the credit cards make me absolutely sick. Obviously, know what you owe and who you owe, because it can be so easy. And I've done it in the past where I've maxed out a credit card in the past. You go somewhere, you spend, and it's embarrassing. You go and you spend like $50 or something and you use your credit card and you're like, oh, there's money on there. And then there's nothing. And you're like, well, I guess I should have open up all of those. Cause you just make the minimum payment and then it adds on. So that is the first. So that is indeed the first step that you have to do before you even start getting out of debt. Step number 2, track your spending for the past 3 months. You can track it for 1 month, you can track it for 2. I recently tracked our spending and averaged it all out for 3 months. And it was eye-opening. Holy balls. So basically what I did is I went through the past 3 months, and the only reason why it was so easy, and I'm sure lots of banks do this, is I went through our bank and then the debit card, and that's what we use to pay for everything. Debit card. And so I went through the past, and it has 90 days, and so I said, okay, well, I'm gonna itemize it with groceries, I'm gonna itemize it with entertainment, I'm gonna itemize it with restaurants, dining out, gas, all the stuff that's not like fixed bills. Well, and I mean, even like electric, gifts for people, everything I itemized out, and then I averaged it out over the course of 3 months. And so you kind of think, like if someone were to say to me, hey, how much do you and your family spend on groceries a week? I probably would have said something like, because it's me and my husband and my son, and who's 1, and our dogs and our cat. And if you were to say how much you spend on the grocery store, I'd say $100, maybe $150 a week. So what is that? $400, $500 a month? No, we were spending $900 a month at the grocery store. $900 a month. I was shocked. And not just that, but we were also spending $200 to $300 on entertainment / dining out, which we never go anywhere. We have a small child. I was shocked. I said, apparently when we do go places, we go balls out, get the appetizers, the desserts, the couple of cocktails. Holy crap. I think most people would be pretty shocked with how much they spend on certain items of their life, where they're like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. It makes sense. Go look at the numbers. Anyway, so that is step number 2, is just track your spending so you know where you're spending, and you also know where to cut it. Like, to me, now I'm so conscious of the grocery store. I buy a lot of just the generic brands. There's lots of times I bought that Dave's Killer Bread, which, oh Lord, I love Dave's Killer Bread, but now I buy the generic wheat bread that's not nearly as delicious and amazing, but it's one of those things you just got to do. I'd spend $5 for a loaf of bread that's killer, or 97 cents for something that's bland, not good, but it saves us some money, R.I.P. Dave's Killer Bread days. Rest in peace. I'll miss you, but we'll meet again once we're debt free in our 40s. So the number 3 thing that you have to do after you find out what you owe, who you owe, and you track your spending, is you now have to sit down, and if you live by yourself, awesome, and if you have a significant other, you need to sit them down too and create a budget for each month. It sucks that you can't do it for one budget for the entire year, but let's face it, no month is created equal. There's always different variables, people coming into town, company, birthday parties, graduation parties, weddings, baby showers. I mean, there's just all sorts of variables per month. So you want to make sure that you sit down and you create a budget. So that means you sit down and you write out what your mortgage is, what your electric bill is, what your phone bill is, what your car payment is, what your credit card payment is, what you want to spend on groceries, what you want to spend on gas, everything. Just whatever you want to spend your money on, what you have to spend your money on. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get into the kids, like school supplies, dog food, cat food, gosh, beer, your wine budget. Also very important. By the way, side note, Grocery Outlet has some great wine, folks. Just saying, if you're saving money, which there will, trust me, there will be YouTube videos about the best cheap wine in the future on this channel. It is important to make sure that you are creating a budget that suits the month that you're in. And it sucks and it's tedious and but basically you're telling your money where to go versus you being like, I don't know where my money went. There are also a ton of apps that are available on your smartphone, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So I did a little bit of research for you guys. So I just want to break it down for you in case you're looking for an app to help you with your budget. There's the Daily Budget Planner, which seems a little redundant, but it actually is one that I installed on my phone, and I did a quick little inserting the numbers and everything, and it's a pretty good app. There's also the Spending Tracker Basic and the Daily Budget Original. Lots of reviews and are also highly rated, so just check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. My husband and I have already done these 3 steps. We're ready to attack, or I should say, tackle our debt. We're ready to tackle our debt. So if you guys are ready to tackle, join us, and we will be posting a lot more videos like these. So don't forget to check out our website or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, insert next social media hoopla awesomeness. So anyway, thank you guys so much. And also don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this video and to check out more like it. Thanks guys. Bye.